Human beings are hardwired to reach the finish line. It's the backbone of sports, and our entire education system builds on it from day one. Every grade, every exam, every diploma is another finish line crossed. The system is designed that way deliberately. Clear goals, measurable progress, defined endpoints, and then the biggest finish line of all arrives, the diploma, the cap and gown, the moment everything was building towards, except it wasn't. And then you leave education for work, and the hardest lesson of all begins. Most people never even see it coming. That finish line wasn't a finish line at all. It was a starting line. The classroom teaches you what to think. It teaches you frameworks, formulas, histories, and theories. What it almost never teaches you is how to navigate the world those theories live in. For all the value of formal education, one of its most undertaught concepts is one of the most human ones, the relationship between a mentor and a mentee. One of the greatest depictions of mentorship in cinema history unfolds not in a boardroom or a classroom, but in a prison yard. The Shawshank Redemption tells the story of Andy Dufresne, a man sent to prison for a murder he did not commit. Arriving in a world with no map and no mercy, Andy befriends Red, a longtime prisoner who did in fact commit the crime he was sentenced to. Prison was harsh and unforgiving, and there was no reward for Red taking Andy under his wing. No incentive, no recognition, but he did it anyway. Red taught Andy how to survive in a world with rules nobody bothered to write down. How to read the culture, where the walls were, what mattered and what didn't. The kind of knowledge that can only come from someone who already paid the price in learning it. And then years later, something remarkable happened. It reversed. Andy became the mentor, opening Red's eyes to a perspective on the world and on hope that Red had long since stopped believing in. The film reveals something uniquely special about human nature, the desire to teach others and the desire to learn from others, for no other reason than sharing knowledge itself. No grade, no diploma, no finish line, just one person helping another navigate what comes next. The working world is no different from Shawshank in one fundamental way. Nobody hands you a map when you arrive. The rules are unwritten. The cultural is invisible until you violate it. And the people who figured it out before you, the ones who already know where the walls are, most of them are quietly hoping someone will ask. That's what a mentor is. Not a formal arrangement, not a title or a program. It's Red sitting across from Andy in a prison yard, sharing what he knows because something in him needed to. Because most of us want to teach others to excel as much as we do for ourselves. The truth doesn't get taught in school either, but it's one of the most important lessons you'll ever learn. The finish line you spent your entire education running toward wasn't a finish line at all. It was a starting line. And the most important move you can make standing on that line is to find your Red. Or better yet, recognize that somewhere behind you, someone just stepped on that line for the first time, and they're looking for you.